Hi and welcome back to Maths from Scratch. This is the answer walkthrough video for short division level 5. So here are your quick answers then. So the answer to number 1 is 3015. The answer to number 2 is 8118. The answer to number 3 is 350,505. The answer to question 4 is 721,004. Question 5 is 225,339,525. So that one was epic. And then the answer to number 6 is 91,875,810. So I think after doing these questions you can really see how powerful short division is, because once you've finished this little playlist, this course of short division videos, you'll be able to divide any number possible by a single digit. Now if you've made a mistake, keep watching and liking all these videos. I'm going to go through and do each question in turn. Now if you have got all those right, well done. You can move on to short division level 6. Right, so if we take example number 1, or practice question number 1 rather. Now I've got the 4 levels previous, so we can kind of refer back to that when we're going through this. So question 1, we're going to take each digit in turn. So how many 2's going to 6? Well, the answer is 3, so we write the 3 above that. How many 2's going to 0? Well, that's from level 2, so that's going to be a 0 there. How many 2's going to 3? Well, that's 1. Then there's going to be 1 left over, so we carry that through to the 10. We read that as a 10, remember, and then 2's into 10 go 5. So this is where we get our answer as 3015. That's practice question number 1. Okay then, so if we go through question number 2, practice question number 2. How many 5's going to 4? Well, that's none, because 5's too big. So we're going to carry this 4. How many 5's going to 40? Well, 5 times 8 is 40, so it's 8 times. These two digits are finished now, so 5's into 5 go once. 5's into 9 also go once, but there's going to be 4 left over as my remainder, and so 5's into 40, well, they go another 8 times. So my answer to number 2 is 8,118. And now we have practice question number 3. So we've got 701,010, this time shared amongst 2 things. So I'll take the 7 digit. How many 2's going to 7? Well, that's 3, because that makes 6 with a remainder of 1. 2's into 10 go 5 times. 2's into 1, well, that doesn't go because 2 is too big. So again, this is a level 3. It's going to be a 0 and then carry the 1. 2's into 10, that goes exactly 5 times. Now 2's into 1, again 2's too big, so we're going to have to put a 0 and then carry the 1. And then 2's into 10, well, it goes exactly 5 times. So then that's where we get our answer from for that one. So 350,505. And that's practice question number 3 answered. Okay, so now we have practice question number 4. So now we're dividing this number by 5. So 5's into 3, well, that doesn't go, so we put a 0 and we're going to carry that 3. 5's into 36, well, 5 times 7 is 35, so it's 7 times with a remainder of 1. Now 5's into 10, that goes twice, exactly, so there's no remainders or anything to carry. 5's into 5 go once, so that's a level 1 skill. 5's into 0, well, that goes 0, and that's a level 2 skill. 5's into 2, well, 5's too big, so that's going to be a 0, and that's a level 3 skill, so we're going to carry that 2. And then 5's into 20, well, that goes 4 times exactly. So the answer to that one is going to be 721,004. So that's that one done. Now we have practice question number 5. So this time we're dividing this huge number by 2. So how many 2's going to 4? Well, that's 2 exactly. How many 2's going to 5? 2 again, but with 1 remainder, 1 remainder, sorry. How many 2's go into 10? Well, that's 5 exactly. So it's not looking too bad, this one. How many 2's go into 6? Well, that's 3 exactly. How many 2's go into the 7? Well, that's 3 times with 1 remainder. How many 2's go into 19? Well, 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 9 is 18. So it's going to be 9 with a remainder of 1. How many 2's go into 10? Well, that is 5 times. How many 2's go into 5? Well, 2 times 2 is 4, so it's that one. So 2 lots of 2 with 1 remainder. And then the last step is how many 2's go into 10? And that is 5 times. So that's where we get that answer from. So that's question 5. Now let's go through practice question number 6. So we're dividing this number by 5. So how many 5's go into 4? Well, 5's too big, so it's going to be 0 times. So a la level 3. Now we're going to carry the 4. Now how many 5's go into 45? Well, that's 9 times exactly, because 9 times 5 is 45. So that's my second digit done. If we move on to the third digit, if you notice I've left gaps in between each digit as well, just to help me with me carrying. So how many 5's go into 9? Well, that's once with 4 left over. And now I think we might have a chain coming up here now. How many 5's go into 43? Well, that's 8 times, because 5 times 8 is 40. Now I've got 3 left, so I need to now put that next to my 7. So that now gives me 37. How many 5's go into 37? Well, that's going to be 7 times, because 5 times 7 is 35. And now that gives me 2 left over. How many 5's go into 29? Well, that's 5 times with 4 left over, because 5 5's are 25, and this one's a 29. And you need to add 4 to 25 to get to 29, so that's give me a 40 there. Remember, I read that as a 40. 5's into 40 go 8 times exactly. 5's into 5 go once, and that's a level 1 skill. And then 5's into 0, well, that's nothing. And so that's where we get that answer from. Now, I hope you found this video useful and you've figured out where you've gone wrong with the questions that you've just done. Move on to short division level 6. Well done. Thanks for watching this video, brought to you by Maths from Scratch.